Thank you for joining me again on my channel. This is a quick update about Barnsley bus station. I think it was titled Fake Security Go Hands On. Now, that was back in July the 1st, I think it was. We had been asked to have a look at the bus station by the members of the public, our viewers. They had told us numerous stories. We didn't quite fully understand what was going on, so we thought we'd have a look ourselves, and was met with a barrage of bureaucracy, people who just don't want to obey the rules and the regulations that they have to abide by, and lots of issues. So this is an update of what's been going on and what steps we've had to take to try and correct this.
I'm getting out of these stairs. Too close. No. A bit too close. Sit back. Can you film me up? Huh? Who said? Right.
You know, we've just been over to a bus.
You got a policy?
You don't need a poster. Regulations stated.
What regulations, mate?
You're not allowed to. You're allowed to. I'm not arguing. Manager's over there if you want to speak to him. End of the day, I just ask you to switch the camera off, sir.
I don't have to switch my camera off.
Yes, you have got to switch the camera off.
No, I don't.
As you can clearly see, this security guard with no ID badge stood down at the bottom of the stairs and walked straight out in front of AY, lunged at him, not once, but about 3 times. I went behind to film to see what progression it would take. And when he was met with, no, I refused to, we'd not seen any signs at that time. Clearly, he was frustrated, referred it to his manager, and then just disappeared. If he's that intense on us not filming, why didn't he call the manager over and resolve the matter there and then? We'd not seen any signs. We weren't told by anyone until AY was confronted with, well, looked like anger issues to me. Oh, I think that's the gentleman that you...
Yeah, it's for a travel centre.
Travel centre?
Travel centre management suite.
Yeah, see, that's him. That's him.
Oh, you're a bus station?
Yes. I'm not happy with you filming on here without permission. And there's no filming on here without our permission.
Right, have you got that in writing?
Yes, and it's got no, you need
But
to
it's
go to
not,
head
it's
office.
not noticed anywhere.
Yeah, well, you need to go to Sheffield head office, that's what it is.
But can it not be placed on the stairwells where people can see that? Because we had no prior knowledge.
Just be quiet. Just chill. I'm trying to explain myself. So we went to the train station, they didn't have a problem. Okay? They knew what we were doing, etc, etc. That guy walked right up to me, got right in my face, so step back. And then he got right in my face again, so step back again. He said, look, don't get too close. If you want to talk, you want to chat, don't get too close. So when stop filming, I said, no, okay, it's my legal right. It's police policy, etc, etc. I know, it's not my first rodeo, mate, okay, if it's policy, I'd like to see some documentation to say it's policy.
How would we know them walking on? Why? I've got an immune disorder. So towards the end of our discussion with the manager, as you can clearly see in some of these clips, he weren't showing his ID badge. He'd tucked it away like most of the staff. We do understand that the staff have been not to act as security, to ask as like customer services, so they don't want them to wear the badge. We understand that point, but the manager wouldn't show his badge. He wouldn't identify.
If you want to talk, you want to chat, don't get too close. So when stop filming, I said, no, okay, it's my legal right. It's policy, etc, etc. I know, it's not my first rodeo, mate, okay, if it's policy, I'd like to see some documentation to say it's policy. To say,
How would we know them walking on?
Like that. Our
Why?
question is that.
I've got an immune
Put a
disorder.
mask on then.
what's the best?
I've got immune disorder.
That. We abuse all the time, aggressive with masks on.
Have I given you abuse, sir?
What, him?
Have I given you
How
abuse?
do I know that?
When's he abused?
You can tell now with the way that I'm
I said
speaking.
it can be abusive.
But I am not.
abusive.
I am not being abusive, sir.
That's why I walked away from your guard and I didn't
I would
acknowledge
hate to
it.
leave sight, alright?
Yeah, we can
That's
do,
all.
yeah, we
I
will
didn't
do.
acknowledge your guard because I didn't want to escalate
That's
something.
your,
What
that's
didn't
your,
need to.
see, when they are right, that's
Yeah,
what
but
they do.
listen,
just
I'm
need
trying
to-
to be nice.
You
Trying
need
to
to bring this down a little bit. I think we're all getting
I walked away
excited.
from your
Facility.
I walked away from your security guard because I didn't want other people, travellers, people and children.
There was a lady behind us that looked a bit
By
stressed
people-
with it going on.
By people arguing,
Alright.
screaming and shouting. So I walked away. Okay. You as a manager should be a little bit more professional.
Why are you
should
going
try
into
and
Willie Mill?
understand
Why are
what
you
I'm
going into
saying.
Willie Mill?
Listen to what I'm
Why are
saying.
you going to Willie? I don't have to answer anything you do.
We didn't
like
go
you
in.
do.
We didn't go in. We looked in.
You were opening the door. It's only from
we
here.
looked
Check
in.
cameras.
So it's from this.
We didn't
From
touch the
my-
handle.
Yeah, that's fine. There's enough cameras around to
But-
get you.
We
didn't
didn't
touch
go
the
in.
handles.
We didn't touch it. What do you mean to get us?
Yeah.
Now you're treating us like criminals now.
But what's your
So what if I
purpose?
did try
What's
it
your
out? What if I
purpose?
did go into it?
Are you answering the question?
Now I am going to go into
Yeah.
Willie Mill.
Well, that's fine.
Okay,
They'll
that's not
capture
to do
on
with
camera.
you, is it?
Well, yeah, they've got no security.
Exactly, it's not to
That's
do with
right.
you. So now I am going to go. Because you're saying that
That's
I went
fine.
in
That's
and I
fine.
didn't.
You go
What
down
is
there.
your name?
Don't
You
need to know
station
mine.
manager.
Don't need to know mine.
Are you the station manager?
I'll get the I'll take the warnings down.
You do whatever you want. Are you the
Stand still
station
to
manager?
control.
So towards the end of our discussion with the manager, as you can clearly see in some of these clips, he weren't showing his ID badge. He'd tucked it away like most of the staff. We do understand that the staff have been not to act as security, to ask as like customer services, so they don't want them to wear the badge. We understand that point, but the manager wouldn't show his badge. He wouldn't identify. Now they are going to make them name badges that are permanently on their high vises, so they cannot hide them. They are going to implement these towards August, which we'll see at that point, and then sir, your notice board on there doesn't
I
say.
don't need to answer you. That's our
I'm
policy.
not asking you to answer,
That's
I'm
our
just-
that's
I'm
our
making
policy.
up-
The town centre wardens will be down to
You just seem to be locking off a way of just. Can't I debate this? You don't wish to debate.
But it's
I would have
it's our
thought.
asset, not your asset, is it? It's our assets.
Right.
What's your purpose of filming though? You haven't even answered that question.
No, I am. But you haven't even
no,
answered.
I want you to answer that
Ah,
question.
you want me to answer
Yeah.
something, but you don't want to answer.
You've been asking me questions.
Yeah, but you haven't answered any.
No, I want you to answer my first and I'll answer.
You're acting very childish,
No,
sir.
no.
To say you're the station manager, you're acting very
I'll
childish.
tell you what,
Don't get upset.
20
Keep
years
calm.
of me. This is the first time I've had this.
Well,
First
okay.
time.
Maybe we can all learn from
No,
this, sir.
We don't need to be filming in here.
But we can learn from this. Absolutely childish. So, in the meantime, as you can see from part of the email, signage won't be placed up straight away. They're going to review this, they're going to look at it. I would imagine that the signage would go up in a couple of months. So, but in the meantime, permission is granted by the management team of the bus station. So if we were to go back, or anyone else were to go back, or members of public travelling wanted to film, it'd be permissible. So security have no cause to lunge at people and act in a manner unfitting for their posts. And really, they're not classed as security, they're classed as customer service. So that's why they're not wearing SIA badges and name badges as such. Only the manager has to. So all that put to one side, we've made some changes with the help of the management team. Probably retraining is going to take place, and people of Barnsley and anyone travelling through there is going to benefit. So we appreciate the people in charge taking our view seriously, and thank you very much.
I'm actually complaining against him. You won't tell me his name.
Yeah,
So
no, we'll find it.
I'm putting a complaint in against him. So it's definitely bus station manager.
Yeah.
So if we just timestamp it, it's sort of 1:30 on 1st of July.
Yeah.
Put all your information in there.
This
Bit of
guy's,
thing. Send it
this
off.
guy's going over to office to find out what you've been up to.